In case you were not aware, the Broward County Clerk declared that Judge Barbara Duffy would preside over a fresh status hearing in Kodak Black's felony trafficking and possession case on April 28th. Chatter between prosecutors and law officials inside the courtroom makes it seem like Kodak isn't being given another chance. It's now time to face a sentence, but for how long? Wrote a lawyer inside the courtroom, indicating that the trial for Kodak Black might now proceed.
Hey, look, come here. I'm not gonna arrest you on all right? This is just for the time being. Come on, fish with. All right. You know your license is no good, but I'm not too worried about that. That's a ticket, right? That's a ticket.
In the end, would Kodak's team release his new single, Soul Boy, to capitalize on the momentum his arrest created? My eyes keep watering. I miss my kids. I bet they wonder where their father went, Kodak raps in the lyrics, which are about his life over the previous year. Kodak was at when Kodak Black seemed to be at his lowest. It was revealed that Wallow and Jilly, who say, "Never doubt yourself, you have them babies counting on you," alluding to the same children who are not allowed to visit Kodak, were giving him life advice.
Don't ever doubt yourself. You got them babies counting on you. There's gonna be times where you're gonna doubt yourself, you're gonna be in pain, but them babies counting on you, you gotta be here. And I'm telling you that because a lot of people get around you and they see your success and they say, oh man, a lot of people need you, and they yes man you. I ain't here to yes man you. You know me, every time we connect with you, you know I got love for you. Not because I need you, I got love for you because you're a young cat and I was young, Gil was young. Live. And I'm telling you that because you see that love that lady get, you see how you light up when I talk about your babies? Live. These people wanna laugh, they wanna joke, they wanna criticize. They don't know your pain, I don't know your pain. But I know one thing, them babies count.
Trying to comfort Kodak that his life is much more than himself because, according to Google, Kodak Black has 5 children who are in great need of him but can't see him because of his recent behavior. Fans believe it's for the better because only a few weeks ago, Kodak Black was the only one to jump on his counters.
This got the sentence. What you want to Mac? Got some sentence. Got the sentence. Hey, bitch, boy. Got some sentence. Boy, I want to raise you on your back. Got stuff on Mac. Hey, stuff on Mac. Then a bed rest. There's a long nap because she took it out of it and you can't do it back. You can't.
Because Kodak was arrested on the same charge 2 years ago, the legal system will not disregard him. Kodak Black pleaded not guilty to charges of possession and possession of a firearm on February 28, 2023, after admitting to consuming alcohol but denying using other substances. This is the area where Kodak is most concerned. Interview 0258-40. Shortly following the Instagram Live, the feds raided Kodak's home, arrested the rapper, and seized numerous artifacts. While in detention, Kodak would retain the services of his lawyer Brian Cohen, who was able to work out an agreement that would have sent him to a rehabilitation facility rather than 2 years in prison.
Kodak, whose real name is Bill Capri, faced a judge Tuesday in Orange after turning himself in following an arrest warrant issued for violation of his pretrial release. Authorities said he tested positive during a random test earlier this month.
What is this? Unjust and not right about this situation.
Black, addressing the judge after the pretrial release technician testified he may have mixed up the samples between Black and another patient.
There's no way you tested positive. We can resolve that by way of a hair sample, and that'll clear you.
Judge Barbara Duffy then asking for a hair sample today to clear up the alleged mix-up, which Black refused, rather choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as part of his pretrial release.
But in the end, Kodak would repeat the same offense, which the prosecutors would use to try to get the maximum prison term feasible by painting a picture of Kodak's recent behavior. Soul Boy's song, which begins with these 2 widely shared tweets, seems to implicitly confess to all of his transgressions. I watch a fresh video of Kodak behaving irascible and inhumanly every day. Support him. According to one person, every time I see Kodak, I get, "None of you snobbish women genuinely care about that man who has 4 kids. Why do you refuse to assist him? You're most likely just waiting for him to pass away." The bad news is that Kodak spotted the tweet and quoted it live on Instagram.
Again, while we waiting on other people too, right? Other people, they don't know how to let time do its thing. Hey, bro, like let time do it, bro. Time is the best, what you call it, whether it's gonna heal or whatever it's gonna like, you know, let time do it. You gotta be patient. Love is patient, love is kind. You know, like I'm saying, it makes absolutely zero sense, no sense at all. Or try to approach the situation with any type of aggression. The whole world on everybody on your man on your everybody again while we waiting while we just down here.
Rappers informed him later that day that although fans were worried, it seemed he was too far gone and that they sensed something was wrong. Many others didn't even believe it was Kodak until a recent video going viral showed him eating chicken in the middle of the road.
Wrong thing. Take a seat next to him. Take a seat next to him. Enjoy that food. Enjoy that. Take a seat next to him, brother.
Oh, hold on, please. I want to be part of bro, I want to join that, bro. I want to be down here.
Then Kanye West would take the stage and ask local rappers to stand with him in support of Kodak. But unfortunately, I don't think many did.
So I thought Kodak was in Miami. I see he's in Atlanta. So I'm gonna flight down to Atlanta right now and do something. So anybody that's already down in Atlanta that knows him and knows anything about, I know I said rappers and all that, but right now, I need y'all, man, to like really go and do something. Like we can't, I know y'all think I'm crashing out. Y'all, you see me talking, I'm expressing myself. And look, man, please don't, I know I said a lot, and just let me go down there and go help this man.
We'll talk about how someone so successful and rich can get into this predicament later that night. Although Kodak Black was seen pacing his room and making the unquestionably accurate claim that he is Drake's favorite rapper, his companion was only sitting there filming him. His pals would rather record him pacing his room than attempt to help.
Who?
I'm his favorite rapper.
You Drake favorite rapper?
Yeah.
Nah.
He always say that, even his people always say that. They always say that. Even when he ain't, you know what I mean? Even when he ain't around, so shit like, oh, no, it's for real.
Previously, Kodak was not like this. Black signed himself into a rehab facility for his first case of trafficking and possession in 2023, which put a stop to his music career for over a year because he had no Instagram profiles and nothing pre-recorded. Kodak, on the other hand, transformed his life while he was in treatment, producing new songs, exercising daily, and improving immensely following his release. He returned to the top of the charts with the release of his hit single, Walk, which had 33 million views. He would either start hanging out with the wrong crowd or the celebrity would come back to haunt him. Then he would be on a Kaizenat live feed, where he would be seen swatting at imaginary objects, yelling, and frightening Kaizen.
You can't always say it, but at times when it feel good, that's when you say it sometimes. Yeah. I thought your name was Bubba. Hey, oh.
The morning after the live stream.
The morning after the live stream, Kodak would go on Instagram Live to try to explain the situation, since his millions of fans were upset that he had broken his sobriety.
Say y'all people like who be on that, y'all be on all type, y'all be on say all type of stupid. You know, but I take you one and y'all be so hurt. Y'all wanna like it anyway. Yeah. Everybody else who be coming like on that timing, they ain't got no motion. They broke, they hurt, they something, or they trying to come into life some kind of way and trying to like look any type of list. Yeah, I could come in that way. Oh, I think you need help. Oh, look, bro, I try to like, and then
For the next few months, Kodak would continue to be hated by millions of people who were disappointed that he had broken his sobriety and looked terrible on live stream. However, this would also attract the attention of a man you may remember, Bunk, who would eventually reach out and make a very thoughtful attempt to help Kodak.
Right now, man, we worried about you. You don't look too healthy. And from the outside looking in, it's obvious that you're And I don't believe for 1 second you just doing for your own enjoyment. Nah, you trying to find something to fill up that void that's within your chest. See, I've been where you at right now. But by the grace of God, I'm clean. Them strongholds have been pulled down. Them chains are broken. So I'm qualified to talk about this. You got to make a decision, bro. You got too many people looking up to you. And from one father to another, got to set the right example for your son. This coming from somebody who genuinely cares. So if you come across this video, you want to sit at the table, break bread.
Unfortunately, things deteriorated again a week later, so this had no impact. While intoxicated, a football enthusiast would approach Kodak and tell him how much he enjoyed the game. When the fan asked, "Do I look sober?" Kodak became enraged and would pull out his phone to reply angrily on Instagram.
Say, I love when Kodak's sober. I ain't sober. I look sober. I know it's sober. For what? For what? Look at all this money. Look at all this cash. Sober for what? We young sober. Young sober.
When he went to a Baltimore Ravens game the following day, he appeared completely disoriented again. A single post stated, "NFL fans are worried for rapper Kodak Black as he appeared off while trying to show love to star quarterback Lamar Jackson."
Hey Kodak, what you gotta say about the Ravens, big G? I love the Ravens. Hello. Hey, what about that boy LJ, man? What you gotta tell the flock about that boy LJ, man? Yeah! Hello. Yeah! Hey, that boy Yak in the city. Yeah, Yak in the city. I live out here. Hello.
Would continue to deteriorate over the course of the following few weeks, until Kodak Black was invited to a very special occasion that would eventually result in his being welcomed to the White House and becoming the first rapper to ever be invited to perform there.
Imagine a world if all of us was just one color. If all of us was just blue or green. Oh, if everybody was smart, you gotta have some dope people. Oh, what if everybody was rich? Who's gonna take the trash out?
When this goes viral online, Kodak would respond, saying he doesn't like the direction he is going in and wants to utilize his power to change things and apologize to everyone.
Honestly, like, I'm sorry to everybody. I'm sorry to the people who I heard it. I'm sorry if you don't understand me. I'm sorry if you just don't like me. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to everybody that I wronged. And I'm so sorry to all the times I made my mom cry. And I'm sorry to all the girls whose heart I broke. I'm sorry to Young Miami. You know what I'm saying? For kind of disrespecting her and stuff like that. She accepted my apology.
She did?
Then, as he was leaving the podcast studio, he would pause to respond to Kanye West, saying, "Kanye is sincere. You want to know why he's the only guy who still feels an attraction to Kanye? He just did some significant stuff, did he? And I'm going to help you get paid. I'm pretty sure the government will seize control of all those boys' accounts."
Yeah. Kanye a real one. You know why you a real one? Cause I'm some whole kind of like Kanye the only still did it, cause he know he ain't a lot of the other look at me. I'm clean, yeah. And why Kanye like.
Even worse, everything I just described will very likely be packed and presented to the judge during his upcoming trial, proving that Kodak is legally free and that he ought to be put in jail, or at the very least, sent to a rehabilitation center.